How you doing? This is Joe Rossi from the YESS Training Barbell Club. We are a professional strength, conditioning, and skill gym for fighters. We pride ourselves on being the real-life Rocky Balboa gym. We're going to call this Box Squat for Fighters Part 2. I had a video recently posted in regards to the box squat versus free squat, or why we use the box squat or why we use the free squat. But there was one point that I left out, and I think it's an important point. And there's going to be a couple more points in this video. But the major point that I wanted to express and pass on is the argument that the box squat does not carry over on either the athletic playing field or, in our case, why we use the box squat to train fighters, and that it does not carry over into the ring cage or mat. I call bullshit on that. This is why. The whole reason to squat is to overload the body in a compound exercise, a multi-joint exercise or movement, to squat down and to squat up, to hit triple flexion and come up into an extension, to lock that weight out. We want to overload the bodies. We want to overload the bodies with all different kinds of intensity or weight on our back. And depending upon what we're training, if we want to max out, we want to use as much weight as we can and hit an all out one rep max repetition. If we want there to be a speed component but yet still use heavy weight, it could be strength speed. Or if we want to really focus on speed and being explosive as fast as we can with submaximal weight, we're going to work more speed strength. But we also squat because of basic training principles, which is concentrically reducing force, isometrically, or I should say holding force, and then concentrically producing force and locking that weight out. Are you not doing all three things in a box squat? I hear, well, the box squat makes it easy because you can sit down and relax so you can use heavier weight. Bullshit. Did you ever squat 3 times your body weight in a box squat? You know what it's like to have that weight on your back and go and sit down? You can't be tight. You have to isometrically contract. Your whole entire body has to be engaged in the exercise. Otherwise, you're not coming up and you're not going to lock that weight out. You're going to get stapled to the box. So that's one of the many coaching cues when we're performing the static over dynamic type of box squat, where you put your hips and hamstrings on greater stretch, sitting back and holding for that second to produce force. But we also use the box squat for other reasons too. I mean, there's many techniques in a box squat, not just one. You can use a touch and go method that we like to use here when we're kind of getting in between a box squat and a free squat. A free squat meaning no box, just squatting, your hips back and into where you think you're hitting the depth that you want to hit, whether it's above parallel, parallel, below parallel. But the touch and go method enables us to sit back in a free squat and just touch the box, not bounce off the box or sit on the box. Just touch the box to know you hit your depth to come up. You're still getting that stretch reflex that you want, that a free squat gives you, but you're also hitting the same depth each and every time when you squat back. So these are some things to think about next time somebody says, hey, well, listen, the box squat, there's no carryover. No, you don't know what you're talking about. You either don't box squat, or you're just, you have a boner for free squatting, or I don't know what, you're coached or mentored the wrong way by the wrong people. I don't know. But I think you should be a free thinker and think for yourself. I challenge anybody watching this video, don't just box squat, don't just free squat. Do them both in a systemized, organized way for a long period of time. Bust your ass at it, and you're going to see how one builds the other. But you'll also see, which is the biggest criteria of why we still box squat in this gym, has everything to do with the champion fighters that I have produced and trained over the years, giving me their feedback and saying, holy shit, I'm getting better, and I've noticed improvement since getting stronger in a box squat. That's all I need to know. Because at the end of the day, I'm not married to any one exercise. I choose exercises according to getting the greatest carryover for their performance. Otherwise, I'm a shitty coach and I'm not doing my job. I hope I made my point. I love the free squat, and I will use the free squat too. Just too much risk as a main lift with maximal weights for the sake of recovery for the fight team that I train. You can do what you want. Be a free thinker and do what you want. Don't be a parrot. Listen to what other people say, not even what I say. I just challenge you to do it yourself and find out for yourself like we did, and that's why we're so set in what we do, because we proved it to ourselves. Most of our fighters who compete at a high level can squat and deadlift 3 times their body weight and simultaneously jumping 3/4 of their body height. Proof is in the pudding. Again, my name is Joe Rossi. We are the YESS Training Barbell Club, a professional strength conditioning and skill gym for fighters. We pride ourselves on being the real life Rocky Balboa gym. Thanks very much. Keep checking back.